What up everyone, True Blue here, and Pokemon cards. You know what? You love it. You spend way too much money on it because, God, scalpers suck. Today, I'm talking about, well, Pokemon cards. But not just any Pokemon cards. I went through every single Pokemon. And I do mean all 1,025 that currently exist as of the making of this video. I went through every Pokemon individually. Thank you, Cerebi, for having just phenomenal website design and having all the cards available. I went through, looked at each one, and determined my favorite card for each Pokemon. That being said, there's so much to go through, so I'm not going to pad out this intro any longer than it needs to be. But I will explain a few things before going into it. This is just covering the Pokemon, no items, trainer cards, energies, none of that. All of that stuff is excluded. And it's very much my opinion. It doesn't have to do with any gameplay, viability, the moves, and anything else in the card really doesn't matter. It's more visuals for me. But there is a few that I did pick because of personal bias, because of my own collection, and just general preferences. I also excluded any tag team cards because they feature multiple Pokemon, and then it's confusing what they considered, so I didn't touch that, but everything else was fair game. That being said, I'm going to just go right into it. If you want to see me talk more about Pokemon cards, I do have other videos on the way that I think are very interesting and you're going to want to see, so do the thing that's happening on screen. Don't even need to see it this time, because I know there's an animation happening. And with that, onto the list. So starting off with the very first Pokemon, Bulbasaur, and again, all these photos are coming from Cerebi, so sorry for lower quality ones. Just what they had. This comes from Expedition, it's cute little Bulbasaur, and plants sleeping. It's just cute. Ivysaur, I don't know what's happening in this 151 card, I'm gonna be honest. But it's like the cutest Ivysaur. There was a lot to pick from. All the Gen 1 Pokemon have a lot to pick from, but that was like just the best one. Here's Venusaur from Shining Legends. I just thought this model was funny. He just looks so weird from this angle. His head specifically, like what is this neck like assembly here? His cheeks are so far out. It's just funny to me. This one. Oh, I love this card so much. Charmander from the Scarlet Violet promos is just pissed at this bird. Pissed at this bird. And I think it's so funny. So funny. He's ready to kill that Pidgey, and this is such a funny card. Then we have Dark Charmeleon from Team Rocket. I just love this artwork. Charmeleon looks so menacing, the fire around it. Oh. Then we have Paldean Fate's Charizard. This is one of the many rare Charizards, and Charizard, of course, has so many cards to choose from. And there's a lot of really good ones, but in my opinion, this is the actual best one. It's so pretty with the prism effects, all the textures, and the shiny Charizard at that, like, it just stands out so much. Especially compared to other Charizard cards, because they all feel very samey. I know a lot of people love the Charizard cards, because they love Charizard. But a lot of them are samey, this one's unique, and that's why this one is my number one. Here we have Squirtle from Expedition. I believe this is clay art. And the clay art, of course, are always beautiful cards. This one I just think is really cute, so had to be there. Dark War Turtle. Look at that pose! The sass behind this Pokemon. I think it's so funny. Blastoise from XY. There really wasn't any good Blastoise cards, so we just took this one that has his full body and frame. Here's a cute Caterpie with the moon in the back. You're going to see a lot of cards with like sunsets or moons because I just think they're pretty. Here's Metapod from Neo Discovery. I just really love the cartoony art style, the bold lines. It just really pops. Then here's Butterfree from Darkness Ablaze. Not really too many cards that really popped to me. I just thought this one was probably the cutest with its little pose and like the slight smile. Here's Weedle from Neo Discovery. Poor guy's just on a leaf in the water. He got nothing going on. Kakuna from the Fire Red Leaf Green set. I love how menacing this feels. This feels so intense, but it's Kakuna. Mega Beedrill, here's a promo from XY. I love how the Megas have, like, the text going over them, of course. But this one specifically, I love how it's, like, stabbing out towards you. It looks so menacing, and I love it. Here's Pidgey from Obsidian Flames. There's a ton of, like, modern Scarlet Violet Sword Shield era full arts. So I won't be talking in detail about all of them because, again, there's over 1,000 to go through. But I really do love how cute this is in the style of all the Pidgeys. Then here's Pidgeotto from the 5th movie half deck in Japan whenever Pokemon movies used to come out, at least, they released small, like, tie-in decks. This came out the 5th movie in Japan, and I really love this Pidgeotto art. It's the only one that really stood out to me, and I love, like, the flowing hair at the top. And then here's the original Pidgeot from Jungle. I love the detail in the wings so much. All, like, the little feathers are detailed, and it just, that slight eye, that slight, like, glare to it, it gives Pidgeot such a strong presence in the image, and I love it. Here's Rattata from Team Rocket. I was just the cutest one to me, like, the least rat-looking one, so it's number 1. Then we have Raticate from Supreme Victors. This is Cyrus's... Yeah, that's Cyrus. That's his Raticate. It's just a ball, and I think it's just really funny looking. Then we have Spearow from Jungle. Again, this one I just also thought was the cutest of all the cards. There's so many Gen 1 cards, I swear. Here's Fearow from the 9th movie half deck. I love the softer colors so much. I just think it pops so good. Also, again, the feather detailing. It really pops like the Pidgeotto one. Here's Ekans from Shining Legends. I just like the little face. Like the Pog face. It's just funny to me. And then a modern full art. Here's Temporal Forces Arbok. A moon in the back, of course. Just all my favorite little details. All encompassed in this one full art. Then Lost Origin Pikachu. Pikachu, by far, has the most Pokemon cards. Obviously, it's the mascot. So many bangers to choose from. But not only is it sleeping, and I think sleeping cards just by nature are the cuter cards and some of my preferred ones, but it has a trainer cameo. It has Akari from Legends Arceus, and not only are they cuddling, like sleeping together, but it's just so cute. I can't help but say this is my favorite one. And I know I said before tag teams are not included. They're both Raichu. It counts. Okay, this is the exception. But yeah, it's just a fun little artwork depicting 2 Raichus messing around. Another clay art, this one of Sandshrew. Looks really nice. And Sandslash didn't really have any cards that I felt were cool. But this Alolan Sandslash, at least I thought, was just like a nice visual of it. Nidoran Female from Team Up. Again, just soft art style, cute. You can really see my preferences when it comes to art, where it's like the softer, cooler colors, just kind of where my preferences lie. Then Nidorina, Dental Species from Dragon Frontiers. I don't know why it has like a gas cloud around it. I thought it was funny looking. And again, there wasn't any real like Nidorinas that stood out to me. Then this Nidoqueen, I'm a little biased because this is a Nidoqueen I do own. And same reason for this one, I own this Nidoran male, but it is in a sunset, which I do really love looking at, so. Then here's Nidorino from Triumphant. The side eye is insane, and I just love so much. It's so much personality in that side eye. And lastly, from 151, we have this Nidoking. I love this full art so much. I love this full art so much, because it looks like Nidoking is almost like a 3D model. And it might be, this might be a model that's just textured. Weird. But I love the art on this one. It looks so good, in my opinion. Next, we have a Sun and Moon promo Clefairy. This one featuring Lily. They're both pointing, and I just think it's really cute. Again, trainer cameo. Next, we have Erica's Clefable from Gym Heroes. Clefable didn't have anything too crazy, but for some reason, this one has, like, full eyes. And I thought that was insane. Because I don't think Clefable's ever drawn with proper eyes. It's always just like the black lines. A cute Vulpix from Rebel Clash, like licking itself. It's adorable. Ninetales from Power Keepers. Ninetales has a lot of really good cards. A lot of really good cards, especially Alolan. This one really gave off the Kitsune vibe. Like a lot of artwork depicting Kitsunes, I feel like have this kind of like positioning. And seeing Ninetales actually like properly drawn with it looks so sick to me, and I love this card so much. Here's a Fusion Strike Jigglypuff. I just like it's a little ball. I think it's cute. Jigglypuff has a ton of cards as well. This one just so happens to be the one I picked. Dark Wigglytuff with the personality, sitting on the couch. It looks like Blue's Clues chair. He's this Wigglytuff is just sitting there, just like, I'm the boss, and I love it so much. Here's an interesting one. Zubat from Fossil. A lot of old Zubat cards depicted it with like a really bulbous head compared to its body, when usually it's like attached. This one was like the most prominent one. I really like the background colors contrasting with Zubat and the green of the card itself. So that's why I picked it. But yeah, it was so interesting to me looking at the old Zubat cards and having just this big head. I believe this is clay art. I don't know necessarily, but it looks like it. It's just a really nice visual of Golbat. And then here's Oddish from Neo Genesis. It's a weird looking Oddish, but strolling through the night sky, because it's not on the ground. It's just strolling casually, and I think it's really funny. Speaking of which, Gloom from Ancient Origins also strolling, and I think it's very funny. Vileplume from Cosmic Eclipse, we have Erica sleeping, and again, Trainer Cameo, sleeping, combination. Double whammy, I love it. Here's a Paris from Crown Zenith. I love the artwork. Love the artwork of this Paris, just like in the grass. I believe this came out during like Legends Arceus era. Crown Zenith, probably one of my favorite sets now. Looking at all the artwork, such phenomenal full arts in this set. It's crazy that I didn't pick this up when it came out. And then Parasect from Lost Origin. This is another Legends Arceus era card that was released. It's full art. Again, very beautiful. Really love it. Sabrina's Venonat from Gym Heroes. This card is interesting because it's just like shooting lasers out of its eyes. And I believe there's another card from around this time that also did that. And it's like, when does it ever do that? So it's just unique, which is why I like it. On the other side of the spectrum, we have Venomoth, who there was literally like no cards of interest to me, so we're just taking this nice GX. Then we have a Diglett from the XY promos. I just think this one's so cute with its art style, the way it's looking up, just like, hello, like, I love you so much. And on the other side, Dugtrio looking down. So it's trying to be so menacing, but it's a Dugtrio, and I think it's funny. I love this card so much. Team Rocket returns Meowth. I don't know why he's posed like that, with that face. Like, was it me? I think this card is so funny looking, because he looks so goofy. So I can't help but say it's my favorite. Meowth, of course, has so many cards, but this one, I just can't help but laugh looking at it. Next, you have Persian from Jungle. I like just the sitting down, but it still has that look in its eyes where it's menacing, and Persian obviously is a Pokemon always associated with Giovanni, Team Rocket. It's this tougher Pokemon, so I do like it. Just kind of, you know, it's relaxing, but it's very much on edge. It's ready to pounce. Then we have the Scream Psyduck from the Sun and Moon promos. Psyduck is one of my favorite Pokemon, of course. This one I think just not only fits the personality, but it's just a cool referencing the art piece, so I do really like it. Then we have Golduck from Holland Phantoms. This one is interesting to me because of its beak. It has such a prominent beak in this photo. Like a sharp one at that. When Golduck is never depicted with a beak like that. And the unique artworks, as you can tell, are the ones that really stand out to me. And when it's Pokemon with features that you don't typically see, especially in the older cards, those are the ones you're probably going to see me leaning towards if it's not Sleeping or in a Sunset or there's Trainer Cameo. So this is one of those cases as well, and I do really like it. Here's just a nice looking main key from the more recent sets. And on top of that, Primeape, also from the more recent sets. Here's a Suiting Growlithe. This one was paired with a trainer card, but it's so cute looking up at you. And it's like, God, I can't help but just be happy. Following that, we have the Illustration Contest winner from 2022. This is a yawning Arcanine, either waking up from a nap or getting ready to nap, with a little fletching on it. I think this card's adorable. I love this artwork. It's probably my favorite of the various Illustration Contest winners, and I think it's the only one that actually made it on this list. Next, you have Misty's Poliwag from Gym Challenge. It's not really that difficult, or not that crazy of a Poliwag drawn, but it's just the fact that he's turning. He just looks confused, and I'm like, you know what, I relate. Next up, we have Poliwhirl from Skyridge. I don't know why he's posing like that. I can't tell if he's diving or jumping, but it's just a funny pose to me. And next up, from a Japanese-only vending machine set, Poliwrath with what looks to be crayon art. It's just so unique that I couldn't help but love it. Next, we have Sabrina's Abra. This is a Wizards promo from here in America, and it just has this menacing, like it's creating like either like a shadow ball or black hole of sorts, but you never see Abra doing literally anything, so I appreciate this artwork for having it do something. Next, you have Kadabra from Expedition. Not that many Kadabra cards, so it was easier to pick for this one. But I love the close-up of the spoon and this very much anime-esque like framing of it doing an attack. Next, you have Alakazam from Vivid Voltage. I just love the stand-up pose. How it's like it's so in frame and perfect. I just love how you can see basically everything, because all these full arts are very angle specific, and this one you just get a full-on view. Here's a personal favorite of mine, Plasma Blast Machop. I just love the cutesy, like, chibi Machop art. There's also a lot of Cerebi cards. This one definitely suffers from it, where it's like that just high contrast, don't know why, but it's not supposed to be this, like, bright. Next, we have another vending machine set card. This is Machoke. This one is just weird looking, and I appreciate it. I think he's also punching the sun, and that's just funny. Here we get to the Prime cards. Yes, they do have a name. This is from Triumphant. This is Machamp Prime. All of the Prime cards are these close-up shots of Pokemon, and most of them have made it onto the list because they're so funny to look at. Machamp here is no exception. Here's a cute little Bellsprout from Battle Styles. I love the nature and like the little water dripping on it. Weepinwell for Fire Red Leaf Green. It was like the only artwork where its mouth was just agape, so I had to. Victory Bell, there wasn't anything too crazy, so I just picked another one where its mouth was just wide open. Tentacool, we get a Janine cameo, so it's obviously number 1. And Tentacruel, I love this close-up menacing shot of it from Hidden Legends. It almost invokes the classic Tentacruel that was massive from the original anime. Next, you have an EX Dragon Geodude. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. He's straight chilling, and I love that. Then we have Graveler from Neo Revelation. I just think this one is just neat because it's a unique art style for Graveler. All the other ones very much follow the typical Pokemon art style. This one was unique, so I had to pick it. Fusion Strike Golem. This is one of the most insane cards to me because I'm pretty sure it's in the process of using like explosion. So that big like energy, it's about to explode and die. So that's just raw. Here you have a beautiful Ponyta artwork. The sun is setting. It's drinking water from Astral Radiance. Again, all my favorite features. Here's more modern. Well, it's a V card, but it's still full art. Personal favorite again, Slowpoke. I love this Pokemon as well. This is a card I do own. It's not first edition, but I do own this card, and I do think it's really cute that it's just sleeping in a little boat. Scarlet Violet Slowbro. I love this art so much. The background pops so much, and Slowbro himself looks so good. Oh my god, all the artwork done by this one artist, phenomenal. Here's Magnemite from Legend Maker. The fact that it's just aiming right at you, ready to blast with some form of attack. There's a few older cards like that, but this one specifically, I loved how it has the eye where it's just looking just like not a care in the world. Then we have Magneton from Versus. A very underrated Japan exclusive set. I think this has some phenomenal cards. You're going to see a lot more of it. Here's just a funny looking Magneton. Speaking of which, Farfetch. I just think this one's really cute. Doduo. I like how one is calm and one is screaming. And Dodrio, Hidden Legends, Dodrio. I just like, again, one is kind of angry and the other two are just like, eh. Adorable artwork of Seal. It's at nighttime. And then here's a Dugong from Skyridge. I just love the back turn. Just like, what's up? Looking at me? Yep, that's me. Here's Grimer from Team Rocket Returns. I like this card not because it's Grimer, because it looks like a slime from Dragon Quest. So I just had to put it because I like references, even though that's definitely not what they were going for. Here's an Alolan Muck from Cosmic Eclipse. I like how he's so unamused. He's like, trash? He's literally like, just like, oh boy, I can't wait to see. Like, din din. I love this artwork. He's so mildly unamused. Here's a cute Shelter from another vending machine set. And a Burger Point Cloyster. It's a card I own. Cloyster, nothing really stood out to me either, so. We have a Stormfront Ghastly. I love how it's in frame, laughing at you, very much in character for Ghastlies. Another card I own. This is a Haunter card. I really love the artwork, and again, I own it, so I'm biased. And then we have Breakthrough Gengar. I love the artwork, the background, like that little background pop of it, like a Gengar coming at you. Very stylized, very visually stunning. Here you have Battle Styles Onyx. It isn't sleeping. It has a slight side eye, which I do appreciate, but I love how it's all curled up because this is the only artwork where Onyx isn't like just fully elongated. I don't know what other word to use. Sabrina's Drowsy. This is the only Drowsy that didn't make me feel uncomfortable looking at it. This is the only Hypno that also didn't make me feel uncomfortable about it, and I do love that he's just kind of in frame, just like, is it working? Krabby from Crystal Guardians. I do just really love this artwork. It's in water, like the water coming off the claws. Kingler, nothing too crazy either, just another full art. Here's a shiny Voltorb from Hidden Fates. Another phenomenal set with a lot of great artwork. It's just doing the rock face. It's just doing the rock face, so I had to put it. It's just so funny. Here's Electrode. Same thing with Golem. It's about to explode. Here's a cute Execute card from Brilliant Stars. I love that they're all just sitting together. They're just happy to be there. Well, most of them. Here you have a Dark Executor from Neo Destiny. I love the one facing you, how he has such a devious smile. The other one is so mischievous. The facial expressions in this one really sell it for me. Yeah, God. Here's a Cubone card from Breakthrough, where it's crying because it's seeing a mother and a child. And the fact that its move is Whimsy Tackle, and it's the artwork is depicting like the emotional trauma of this poor Pokemon. Yeah, come on, it's so funny. Here's a Crimson Invasion, a Alolan Marowak. I love that it's just like, it's going into a cave, slight spinning, nice fire effects. Hitmonlee that I do own, so I'm biased. Hitmonchan from Undaunted. I just like the rapid punches because I'm a JoJo fan. Here's a Lickitung just chilling. I like that its tongue is a bit rolled up, but he's just there, not a thought behind his eyes. Coughing, featuring Roxy. I do love how it's all this purple. It's a beautiful card, but has a trainer in it, so. Now, this one, you may say it was pretty boring looking, because it's just basically Weezing. And yeah, it is just a generic Weezing art, but stylized. I appreciate the little detail of having gas come out of it, because you never really get to see it in this sense of like just the standard art form. You get to see animations of it, or it moving, but you never get to see just a still image of gas coming out of it. Here's a Rhyhorn running at you. I do love this card because it's taking inspiration from a previous Rhydon card, which is my favorite Rhydon card because it's one I own the first edition of. Next is a Neo Destiny Chansey. I just think this one's really cute. Here's a Tangela, modern full art, of course. The modern full art, I'm just going to say modern full art and move on because there's so many of them. Here's a cute Kangaskong that's just like caring for its baby. Cute little horsey. Seadra, I love the little like gold outlining it with this Delta species card. And it just feels like it's going so fast. A Goldeen that I own. A Seaking, I love the background of like the lanterns, the lights. It's so pretty. A Staryu card where it's actually posing. It is the only one where it's posing, so automatically wins. And then here's a Starmie. It's not posing, but it's like a beacon of light. And I'm just so interested in what's happening in this image. Modern full art, it's a fun one. Cypher card that I own. Jinx full art featuring Will. Electabuzz card that I own. Here's a Magmar Versus card. He just looks so funny in this art style. I couldn't help but pick it. Pinsir card that I own. Paldean Tauros from Paldea Evolved. This art. Oh, it's so good. The fire Pokemon get such good artwork. It is criminal how underrated fire Pokemon go in Pokemon card sets because they have such beautiful commons. And this one is one of the many that has just beautiful fire effects going on. Modern full art. Not modern, but it's a full art I do own. Beautiful, adorable Lapras from Crown Zenith. Here's a Ditto from Shining Fates. I don't know why his limb is stretching like that, because it looks like he's trying to say up yours, but he can't. Adorable Eevee card. Eevee, of course, so many Pokemon cards. It was really hard to pick. But when you have a full art of just a ton of Eevees just messing around, chilling, yeah. Light Vaporeon, I love how it's getting splashed with water, and there's like a little rainbow being created. You have a Jolteon V. I love the lightning effect on this one. Really shows off its speed. Generations Flareon, I think it's just cute how it's like, just like, hello, and it's poking out of the frame. Base set Porygon. I don't know why my brain thinks, if I think Pokemon cards, this card, base set Porygon, is one of those cards that I always think about. Don't know why. It isn't that interesting, but for some reason, that's where I go, so I'm saying it's my favorite Porygon card. Beautiful modern artwork for Omanyte. Dark Amistar, I love how it's all this blue, and then it's coming at you. It is so menacing. Amistar is supposed to be a more aggressive Pokemon from its deck entries, I believe, so this one works really well. I like Kabuto here because of its red glowing eyes for some reason. I don't know why it has them, but it looks cool. And this beautiful Kabutops as well. So menacing underwater coming at you. Modern Aerodactyl, of course. A modern Snorlax. Galarian Articuno in the sunset. Oh, it's so beautiful. Here's just a Supreme Victor Zapdos. I love how like the stars and the hollowness actually adds to the original art. And then Galarian Moltres is such a beautiful Pokemon to begin with, giving it this beautiful view over the moon, these eyes poking from the trees. It looks so good. Cute little Dratini, a beautiful Dragonair, and some cherry blossoms. And of course, the iconic Wizards promo, Dragonite getting ready to deliver some mail. Shining Mewtwo. Mewtwo, of course, has so many cards. This one really gives off Mewtwo's vibe of this menacing, like, you don't really get his presence back in Gen 1. So I really love how it captures that feeling, but you can still feel the power coming off of it. Then, probably one of the most iconic promos to exist, and that is the Mew Wizards promo, which actually can be translated and played with, if you can decipher it. It is iconic. I had to say it's my favorite. Mew has a really adorable cards, of course, but this one is just too iconic, and I love looking at it so much. Now we're on to Gen 2 with Chikorita from Lost Thunder, which is cute artwork. Bailey from Expedition, the sun is setting, so it's automatically winning. And Meganium, for once looking menacing. Even though its neck is funny, curved, the fact that it's charging up an attack makes it look cooler. Here's a Cynical card. Now, there are probably better Cynical cards, but I'm very biased because me and my best friend Nick Nova are currently on a goal to make a binder of just this one Cynical card. Yep, that is a real thing. Anyway, Dark Lava. I love that it's engulfed in its own flames. It's swirling itself and its flames, ready to attack. It looks so sick. I love this card. And a personal favorite, Hug Me Typhlosion. However you interpret this pose of him being just like, go on, or where my free hug at, like, it's so funny. Here's an adorable Totodile from Neo Destiny. I love to be so happy in the rain. Croconaw, for some reason, praising something. And Prime for Alligator. Again, they're so funny. Here's Sentret looking out to the distance. It's a card I do own. Battle Partners Furret. This card went pseudo-viral on like Twitter and stuff because it's so cute. I had to put it on. Just look at it. Look at this card and tell me you can't just not want to squish his little face. Who is just terrified? The poor guy's just like, oh, if I leave here, I'm dead, because that's a Zapdos. And Shining Noctowl. Shining Noctowl, I wouldn't say it's like the mascot of Shining Pokemon, because that definitely goes to Charizard. This is a close one, though. I love the close-up view of the Noctowl. And if you have the card in real life, which I don't, but I've seen many like photos of, the eyes really pierce, because you can still slightly see them, but when the glimmer effect of the Shining cards actually comes in, it looks so beautiful. Just a cute little ladybug, not much to say. Light Ladian. Again, it's at night, you get the moon out, but surrounded with these little like light effects because it's a firefly. It looks so good. Spinnerack, clay art, of course. And Janine coming back with her Ariados. Crobat Prime, funny as always. Cute Chinchou from a McDonald's promo. Back before it became a mainstay kind of common thing here. This is a Japan exclusive set. This one I just thought was really cute. And a Hidden Legends Lantern. I love that it's just looking at you, just like, I found you. And it has just the light shining. It's very cute, very fun. From a Pop series, please in the comments let me know what the heck a Pop series is. We have Pichu Bros. This was back when the Pichu Bros was a thing. If you played Pokemon Channel, you know about Pichu Bros. There's just cute art of them together. There's also one Pichu art, which I'm pretty sure is the Melee model. So that was funny. Next, we have Cleffa from Obsidian Flames. Beautiful full art. Igglybuff. All the baby Pokemon don't have a lot of artwork to work with. This one was just like the cutest. Again, cutest with a Togepi. Togetic, I like those smelling flowers. It was fun. Natu, I love the close-up view. Love the close-up view of it looking at the Zatus. Speaking of which, I love the Zatu so much with its energy. Its psychic energy going around it, creating these swirls. It's so like menacing but cool. And adorable fluffy little Mareep. On top of that, here's an adorable little Flaffy and Ampharos just chilling. All these cards, of course, are just the Pokemon chilling, and I appreciate that. Cute little Blossom, which I do own, so I'm biased. A cute little Meryl just looking up at you. I think it wants free hugs, and I would give her free hugs. Also, Azumarill, which kind of matches with that Meryl, which is why I picked it, but I do also own this card. Modern Full Art, which I have to just appreciate that it's Sudowoodo trying to blend in. And you know what? You're blending in my heart. If I walked past you, I wouldn't recognize you, my friend. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. Next, a cute little Politoed, Hoppip, Skiploom, and a Versus Jumpluff. I do think the Versus series again, such phenomenal cards. Highly recommend looking into it if you have the opportunity. Pokemon Go Apom. I love that this Apom is just a jerk and just specifically dancing around, having whoever this poor trainer has missed so many Pokeballs. I was there once when I first played Pokemon Go years ago, and I think this one's so funny depicting that. Sunkern, which is too close to the camera, please back away. Cute little Sunflora, Modern Full Art. Yanma, there wasn't really too many Yanma cards that were cool looking. I just like the backgrounds and how Yanma's just kind of posed on here, but there wasn't really anything too crazy. Wooper with his whole whoop out. I believe that's a Wooper's tail, but my god, does this pose look hilarious, especially when it's just a Wooper. Also, Quagsire, who's just in a fountain, no thoughts, head empty, getting splashed with water. Quagsire and Wooper cards are so funny to me because they're just the Pokemon being the Pokemon, and the Pokemon are so silly. Next, we have Sleeping Espeon. Giant Sleeping Espeon, let me be more specific. I think that's fun. And Umbreon in the moonlight, looking at all these other Pokemon. Like, this is me. I'm the captain now. Like, I love this artwork so much. I know some of you are going to be like, what about the other one from like Prismatic or whatever? I'm like, no, this one looks so much better. Y'all just got bad opinions. Anyway, Murkrow in the moonlight, another one that I love. Slowking. I love how he just has an apple. He's trying to be devious, but then he has an apple. Brother, you're not devious. You're in the middle of eating an apple. You're not like trying to be menacing. Here's a Mischievous, which I do own. Unknown V-Star. I love the V-Star effect combined with Unknown. The golden outlines on Unknown look so good, and they make them pop so much more. I also love how it's like swirling into something like a black hole almost in this one specific one. It just, oh my god, I love it so much. Here's a cute little Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet's usually drawn proportionally and like two style. This one's like kind of chibi-fied, and I think it's really cute. Beautiful giraffe artwork. Another one, beautiful Pineco in the moonlight. And here's just Little Fortress. Modern Full Art, Dunsparce being a Dunsparce. And then here's Undaunted Gligar. Its head is so specifically shaped. Seeing it off model, I kind of like this better. Then Jasmine with her Steelix. And I want to say, for one, I think Jasmine is like mortified for some reason. I don't know why. But Steelix's grin, that grin screams of deviousness. I love it so much. Next, we have Detective Pikachu Snubbull. I love Snubbull and Detective Pikachu. He's so cute and fluffy. I just want to pet him. And Chibi Gramble. We have Puffed Up Quillfish from Shining Legends. I just appreciate that it's puffed up for once. And Scizor from Undaunted. The fact you can barely see it, and the only good thing you get are its wings from the moonlight, but its eyes. Well, its eye, because the angle gives such a menacing aura. Here's a cute little Shuckle, card I own. And a Modern Full Art of Heracross. Sneasel from Aquapolis? That's a set name. There wasn't really any Sneasels that stood out to me, except this one, because it's like quills, feathers, whatever the red pinkish things are on it, were like all spiked out, and you never really see that. So I just think it's a really nice angle of Sneasel. Cute Teddy Ursa playing with some kids. Then Dark Ursaring in front of the moon. Yes, this is what I love to see in Pokemon cards. So here's a Slugma card from Deoxys, which, yes, back in the day, they did just name sets after Pokemon, which I think is pretty cool. But Slugma, who is, God, I don't know what he's on. I don't know what Zaw he's on, but he's on something, and I think it's hilarious. Then versus Magcargo, Blaine's Magcargo. I love this artwork so much. I love the realistic Magcargo surrounded by the flames. It's such a beautiful art piece. Swinub, which I own. Piloswine, which I also own. Galarian Corsola, who, poor guy's just stuck. He doesn't know what's going on. He just like came back from life. He's like, oh, I'm in Sword and Shield now. I want to go back. I want to go back. Cute little Remoraid. I love how it's like, I think that's like fabric. That I don't think it's clay. I'm pretty sure this is like a fabric one. But I love how it's like a puppet, and then you have just like cardboard in front of it for its attacks. It's a cute little card. Octillery, modern full art. Delibird delivering presents, always appreciate Pokemon doing their thing. Beautiful Mantan card with cameos of the Legends Arceus area. Modern Skarmory, I love how shiny it is. Houndour card, which I own. Y'all seen this card. I don't need to talk about it, but Houndoom with the grin. It's so funny. Modern Kingdra, beautiful. Sleeping Phanpy, gotta appreciate it. Prime Donphan, of course. Porygon 2. I like that surrounded by planets. It's so interesting, and I believe it's supposed to be like a little like daycare or something based off the background, but I think it's a cute art piece. Stantler, I just love the horde of Stantlers, and again, cameo of the Legends Arceus areas. Modern full art, beautiful. Tyrogue does not have any cards, so I just appreciate this one with the lighting. Cute little Hitmontop, cute little Smoochum. I love Elekid looking cool for once. I appreciate Elekid not looking goofy, and this one he looks cool. All the other cards, and there's only like 2 other ones, that really do a good job of that. Here's my first ever Pokemon card. Yes, I do mean that correct. My first ever Pokemon card. I don't remember how I obtained it. I know I had like 2 packs, but like, you know, when you're younger, I remember I watched like the anime, but I never got into the cards. And one day there was like 2 packs for some reason. I was like, you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna see what it's like. And then I just like opened them, dumped the cards out, didn't even like properly sort for them. Magby was the first one that I looked at. It's the only fire type card I had for a long time too, but it holds a very soft spot in my heart as my first Pokemon card. Next we have Miltank, which, why are you posing like that? Why? Beautiful Blissey featuring Nurse Joy. Raikou through the lightning. Oh, it's such a good artwork. Then an Entei, which I own, so I'm very biased. And then Suicune running on water. Suicune running on water will always be a beautiful sight if it's in the anime or the games. Card art, of course, gonna be beautiful. I love Larvitar being just a cute little thing with a berry, just like, oh, thanks. Pupitar, which for some reason is breaking out of the rocks. While it's not the craziest thing a Pupitar can do, how? Did it just like slam its way through? It don't got limbs. Prime Tyranitar, not much more has to be said. Beautiful Lugia art from Silver Tempest. Oh, Lugia has such phenomenal cards. Lugia and Ho-Oh, both beautiful cards. I love this one. And from Hot Air Arena, which I don't even think is out yet. Well, it might have just come out as I'm recording this in Japan. Then Stellar Crown Celebi. I love how Celebi's like in a vibe. Celebi's such a vibe in this one where it's like kind of just, it's going for the motions, and I just appreciate it. Anyway, Gen 3, baby! So, now that we're getting to Gen 3, we're now getting to the regions where it's now, we're now fully out of, like, the Wizards era of American cards, so there's a lot less American exclusives, and on top of that, the card art tends to get a lot more, less varied for some Pokemon. Some Pokemon, there's very few cards now. Obviously, since Gen 3 and 4 are older, there's still, all of these Pokemon have multiple options, but once we get to like Gen 5, 6, 7, the cards start dwindling down, so it becomes a lot easier. This is a shiny Trico from Team Rocket Returns, and not only do I appreciate it for being just a very nice view of the shiny, but I love how it's kind of clinging on to the card itself as it climbs. Then this fun little Grovyle, which I don't know what it's doing, but it has the Gex stare. Like, it looks like Gex, and I appreciate that. Then a beautiful Sceptile from Ruby Sapphire. Cute little Torchic from the official Pokepark, not the game. These were actual like events they held in Japan. They would give away cards. This so happens to be one of them. Combuskin, again, rapid fire attacks, always appreciate. And Blaziken featuring May. There are other artworks with like May featuring them. But I love how this is a giant Blaziken, and then May is just like, oh dear God, please help me. Now we have a cute little Mudkip playing in the mud. Just let him be happy. Let the poor boy play. Then a very nice Marshtomp. I love how they drew the water. And Swampert. I love how he's like, he has water in his hands. Like, he's ready to just pop out and attack. Next, we have Team Aqua's Poochyena. And I love how the little head tilt. Dogs, when they give a little head tilt, is always the cutest thing. The little Pooch is also adorable doing it. Sydney cameo with Mightyena. Adorable Zigzagoon from Ruby Sapphire. Linoon. Just running. There wasn't really any interesting Linoon cards in my opinion, but this one just kind of looked nice. Here's an adorable little Wurmple trying to get some water. Love the drawing of the plants and how small Wurmple feels. Silcoon, nothing crazy. Beautifly, nothing crazy. Cascoon, I do appreciate how its spikes are all out like it's clinging to stuff. It is interesting that way. And a card that I do own. Here's a poor Lotad in what looks to be a desert. He got no water. Lombre's got water. I don't have much to say on Lombre. Ludicolo from Crystal Guardians. I love this card so much. All Ludicolo cards literally look the same to me. This one, the aura. The aura. He's literally on fire, but he's posing. He's stanced with that smirk. God, Ludicolo. I love this card so much. The presence. Just the presence. That Ludicolo, he's there. He's ready to use Fire Punch or Knockoff. Like, he's there, and I think it's so funny. A beautiful, adorable little Seedot that is Yarn. And Nuzleaf anime running towards you. Gotta appreciate that. A Shiftry card, which I own. Tailo card, which I own. Swallow card in the Sunset. A Wingull just on a Life Preserver. I don't know why he's there. But he's just chilling. He's straight vibing. Sleepy Pelipper. An interesting Ralts card. Not only can you see Ralts' just big, adorable eyes, it looks like it's kicking its feet. And when Ralts is just a tiny little bean, yeah, it's cute. Curlia on stage? Question mark? I don't know what's happening in this image, but it's neat. And then Generations Gardevoir. This is Mega Gardevoir, actually. I love the black background and the popping of not only the shiny Mega, but the standard Mega. It shows off everything Gardevoir has to offer, and I think it's so sick. Next, from the 7th movie half deck, we have a Surskit. I just love how close it is to the camera. Please, get away. Masquerain. This really goes to the background art. I love the Tarot Crystals in the back from the Paradox Rift set. This one just really showcases it, and I love how it shimmers off of Masquerain. Generation Shroomish. I can't tell if he's just like a grumpy little thing surrounded by just pure beautiful nature, or if nature grew around just a grumpy little guy. Breloom is a card I do own, but I do just really love the punch forward. I love the motion of the hand. I just think it looks really good. Slackoff, fitting its namesake, I love the pose. Slackoff is always being a sloth, so seeing it just kick back. Vigoroth from Power Keepers, such a menacing looking card with the moon in the background, and then you remember it's Vigoroth, so you stop caring immediately. And then Detective Pikachu Slacking. This CG thing, it looks phenomenal, of course, but it's just so funny, because all the other Slacking cards are the same pose, but it doesn't look like this. Nincada, I think it's cool that it's actually popping out of the ground, because that's kind of what the bug does. When you have a Ninjask looking down from above, I kind of like how it feels sort of like a ninja preying on something, and it's called Ninjask, so. Then Shedinja looking at you. I don't know why he's looking at you like that, but he's probably going to send you to heaven. Adorable little Whismer. I think it's either like a rain clearing or a sunset, but appreciate it all the same. Beautiful modern full art. Exploud getting ready to explode. And then a Makuhita card, which I own. Hariyama card, which I own. Beautiful little sewn together Zurill. Nose Pass with top text man. There's a few cards that definitely give off the vibe of top text, bottom text. This is one of them. Adorable little Skatey from Boundaries Crossed. I love that. It's just like giggling, playing with itself. Delcatty, which is being just a cat. I appreciate when Pokemon act like they're actual animals, or if they act like people. I just think it's funny because they're not. Gremlin Sableye, what I call this card. This is the epitome of what people say Gremlin mode is. If you ever hear that on the internet, Sableye perfectly captures that energy. Beautiful modern full art featuring a trainer as well. In the sunset, it has all the checkboxes. It has all the checkboxes marked off. Here's an interesting one from just base platinum set. Aron, but he has a mouth under the mask. Is it a mask? I thought it was its head. I guess it's a mask now because it has a mouth under it. Pretty sure this is the only time you ever see Aron's mouth. I'm pretty sure in the game, modern games, if you feed it, it just goes through look at the mask. So what is happening here? Beautiful modern full art. Team Magma's Aggron. This Aggron is so aggressive, and I love how sharp it feels. But then when you pay attention closely, you see that it's actually attacking Aqua Grunts. Adorable little meta type just eating food. Beautiful modern full art. Electrike. I love that it's just growling on nothing. Manectric charging up. There's a few cards where Manectric has like electricity coursing around it or through it. This one I just think was the coolest one. And another one, Plusle. I love how he's trying his best. He's trying his best. Poor little guy. He can't produce that much electricity, but he's trying his best. From the 7th movie half deck, you have Minun, who's just like, it's just like, yo, what's up? Like, they're there to talk. They're like, wow, I can't believe I found you. Volby attempting to look cool. Obviously it doesn't, but I appreciate the effort. And just a cute little Illumise. Roselia. I love the pose. I don't know what's happening around it. It has like, it looks like it's trying to be like in a Miku video, but you know, I guess that's bonus points. I don't know what's happening here, but Gulpin is just vibing with a kid. I vibe with it. There's like 3 Swallow cards where its mouth is just wide open. This one is the only one that doesn't make sense to me because it's like in a junkyard. It is at a tire. Just like full shocked expression, wide mouth. The other times it makes a bit more sense, I guess, but this one just, to me, it was just the funniest. Carvana, beautiful artwork from Double Crisis. Sharpedo from Primal Clash. I just like how it's popping out with the waves. And then there's like a bit of water like still hanging on its mouth because it's obviously coming out of the water. Just little attention to detail I appreciate. Adorable little Whelmer splashing around from the 5th movie half deck. And then the giant Wailord card from Battle Partners. This one also went like pseudo-viral, I believe. It's a card I do think is really funny. We have Double Crisis Numel. Now, while I won't condone Numel being used in this sense of just like transport, the one in front is so passionate. He's ready to go. And then the other one is just like, I'm working 9 to 5. Menacing Camerupt. It's such a weird art of Camerupt. Like, because it's like in this one frame of it, it would be like standing upright, of course, like stomp down on you. So it's just weird art to see. Beautiful modern full art. Adorable art of Spoink. Grumpig just being a pig sniffing around, which is how I interpreted this image. Spidna from Silver Tempest. The idea that there's a Pokemon seemingly shooting rocks at it, and Spidna just dodging it. It's just so dizzy walking that it somehow dodges everything perfectly. It's funny. Adorable little Trapinch art with a little flower. Beautiful modern full art. Another beautiful modern artwork. I love how the Terra effect on Flygon looks in this piece. Next, you have EX Sandstorm. Cacnea, again, is just adorable. Cacturn EX, which the most menacing you've ever seen in the Pokemon. Beautiful modern full art. I love Swablu trying to blend in. You know, the Wingles, they're not the smartest creatures, so they probably don't see the difference. But Swablu's like, no, I know. Then Altaria with the girl from Oraz, who I'm not going to pretend I know her name. Team Magma Zangoose. This looks like an updated version of like Battle Revolution Zangoose. A Battle Revolution, of course, came out after this. This would have been, I don't know where they got this model actually, now that I think about it. But it just feels like that vibe. And I really appreciate seeing that in a card form. Then Seviper from Double Crisis. I do love when they actually call out the Predator-Prey relation. Some of the Pokemon have. Seviper Zangoose is probably the most famous one, as it's the only one that's brought up like multiple times. And consistent. So I do appreciate seeing Seviper getting ready to just destroy the Zangoose. Next, Lunatone in the Moon, and then it's almost counterpart. They're from different sets, but Solrock in the Sun. Nice pieces. Cute little Barboach. Whiskash, which is jumping, I think, out of the ground. That ain't water. So it is jumping out of the ground, and I just gotta respect it. Next, we have an adorable little Corphish, just blowing bubbles, and I love that they went through the effort of drawing its reflection in the bubbles. While this is definitely not how reflections look, it's still adorable. Then Crawdon. I don't know what is happening. I don't know what's happening, but it's cool. It is cool. Baltoy in the sun. Gotta love it. Claydol. Surrounded by fire. I don't know what's happening here either, but Claydol's one singular, just like small pupil, which I swear is staring right at you. God, it's such effective art from Brilliant Stars. It's so good. It's so menacing. Next, Modern Full Art. Then Cradily. The fossil Pokemon don't really have too many either. This is just a generic Cradily artwork, but I like that it's kind of going on the offensive with its tentacles. Adorable little Anorith. And just the only Armaldo that looked slightly interesting. Here's a cute Feebas artwork. I just really love how the drawing was made. And then Milotic with Wallace, of course. Why wouldn't he be there? Then a Modern Full Art. I love how you get to see a glimpse of the entirety of Paldea on top of all the different cast forms just in there. Kecleon, it's a card I own. I just like Kecleon in this art style. Shuppet, I love how close he is to the card. I love that his little tongue's out. He's so cute. Then Bayonet with I don't remember your name. Don't remember your name. You're from the Elite Four in Ruby Sapphire. I don't remember your name. Then a cute little Modern Full Art Duskull with the matching Dusclops. We'll get to Dusknoir later. Tropius, Modern Full Art. Chimecho, Modern Full Art. Prime Absol. A cute little Why Not playing with some yarn. Snowrun. I love the little like Pikachu snowman. And he's like, Snowrun always looks a little cold, like it's shivering. I do appreciate this one that looks like it's trying to find warmth. And Mega Glalie. This one specifically because it's eating the words on the page. It's eating the words saying it's a Mega Glalie. That's so sick. Modern Full Art. I love that Celio is from Team Aqua and all the other cards have the Pokemon looking like angrier or like upset because they're being forced to work. Celio, still happy. Then I love Walrein screaming at you. Fun art. Clamperl looks neat. Huntail looks neat. Gorbis, I own. Relicanth looks neat. Love-Disc is so shocked. I don't know what, but it's so shocked. Bagon, I own. I love the Shelgon looking down and the clouds around it. It's such a nice art piece. And then, of course, it's at sunset. Then a beautiful Salamence from Battle Partners. Again, going through the clouds with its wings. Beautiful. Steven's Beldum. I think this is just cute art of Beldum and Steven. Matang. With its claws pointed together, but the energy's coming from its hands, so it looks like fused almost. It's so weird, but it's interesting. Then Metagross. This one is just menacing, because it's literally punching into the ground, and then there's like just all the like dust surrounding it, like so you can barely see it. It's menacing. Regirock. I do love this Regirock because how the colors worked on it and the background, it just really pops. Nice little Regice, nothing too crazy. Registeel, I do love how the steel texture looks on it. Then Latios and its corresponding Latios card. I couldn't do the tag team, unfortunately, because that features both of them, and they are separate Pokemon. But these arts are both very cute. Then Primal Kyogre EX and Primal Groudon EX. If you were collecting at the time of HA Origins, which I was, these cards were talked about everywhere, promoted everywhere, so they very much are engraved into my brain. And then Rayquaza VMAX. The green and gold on the pure black. It pops. It pops so much. It gives such a presence that Rayquaza always has, so I love this art for really capturing that. Cute little Jirachi, nothing too crazy. Deoxys. The real star of the show is the Orbeetle, like, beaming up Deoxys is a great reference. Cute little Turtwig. I just like how it's like poking its head. Just beautiful Modern Full Art. Torterra, I just love the line work. Looks very nice. Chimchar just looks wrong in this photo. Chimchar's face just looks off, and I can't help but love it. Monferno looking cool. Infernape in beautiful modern art. Piplup with Dawn. Prinplup, who I believe is going shopping. I don't know why. And then more modern art. Card that I own. It shows off. The Starvia is flying over. You can see the professor. He's flying for the first main town in Diamond and Pearl. Then just a nice Star Raptor with, I think that's supposed to be the sun shining on it. A cute little Bidoof. Bibarel, who I love how Smeargle takes over the photo. Bibarel's just shocked, just like, this is supposed to be for me. This is my card. And Smeargle's just like, hello. Like, bro, this ain't your card. Cute little Kricketot. Modern full art. Adorable little Shinx. Just confused with the lightning. And then it seems to... This almost feels like a continuation. I appreciate that. And then beautiful modern Luxray. Bidoo only has like 3 cards, so... Modern Roserade full art from Hot Air Arena with Cynthia. Oh, it's such a good card. Cranidos. It's like... It's just funny seeing its side profile. Rampardos. I love the angle of it. Feels really fun. Shieldon, which is rubbing its head against a tree and breaking the tree if you look closely. Then Pokemon Rumble, which had a very small release when Rumble first dropped years ago. Bastiodon just looks so funny in this style. Next, we have a card featuring all 3 of the different Burmy forms, which I appreciate. Wormadam card, which I own. Mafun card, which shows the hotel from Diamond Pearl. I think that's the hotel. Cute little Combi. I love Vespiquen with this. I love how, because it's the Ghost Terra, it has all of this, like, dark violet going across it, when normally it doesn't, of course. It pops so much with the colors. The contrast is beautiful. Beautiful contrast. Adorable modern full art 2 Pachirisu who's just nuzzling. I can't tell if Weasel's disappointed, depressed, or tired, but whatever the case, I vibe. I agree. And then this is the only floats art where it's actually using its tails, like Tails in Sonic, where it's, you know, propelling itself. Cherubi, which is too close for me. And then the only card featuring Trerum without being in the sun. Literally, this is the only card that doesn't have, what is it, Sunform Trerum. Like, literally, the only card. Cute little Shellos riding off together in the sunset. And then, I don't know why one Gastrodon's on top of the other. And I think neither of them understand it either. But it's funny. Ampipom looking at you with that wink, like, come on, it's funny. Beautiful Drifloon art. And then I love this Drifblim swirling around. Both those cards, great. Baneri, this is kind of unfair, because it's a movie promo pack. Don had a Baneri. But yeah. Then Lopunny, who I think she's rider kicking. Always gonna appreciate Comrade reference. Beautiful modern full art of me, Miss Magius. Honchkrow card that I own. Glameow being just a cat. Her ugly being fat. I mean, come on, it's just a ball. It's not even like a cat in this, it is just ball. Chingling being cute in the moonlight. Stunky being just Stunky. Skuntank in Pokemon Rumble art style is also really funny because just the tail is just connected to it. Then Bronzor, I love the shimmer they went for. Bronzong featuring Jasmine. Bonsley with his whole, you know, his whole showing. Mayam Jr. shiny. I just think it's cute how happy he is. And Happiny sitting there, also adorable. Beautiful modern full art. Spiritomb card, which I own. Gibble card, which I own. Gabite shiny. I love how you can see the difference. And it's funny that I'm pretty sure there was no shiny Garchomp in this set. Weird how that works. Then we get Hot Air Arena, alternate art, Garchomp EX. Cynthia commanding it in the stadium, Garchomp breaking through the grounds, ready to fight. Such a beautiful artwork of these two, of this Pokemon and trainer. Munchlax looking up. It wants food. Poor guy just wants food. Riolu, clearly in trouble. Then Lucario, so menacing. V-Star, this came with a Elite Trainer box. Such a good artwork. Hippopotas, I don't know why he's sitting like that. That's not how you sit, my friend. You got 4 legs, but hey, still cute. Hippowdon, I love the detail of it coming out of the ground. You can see the sand pouring out of one of its pores, but then there's still sand on its forehead and its nose falling off of it because it just came out of the ground. Skorupi, I really just like the background. Nothing much to say. Modern Full Art. Krogan card, which I own. This Toxicroak card is very special to me because I got it traded to me years ago by a person who is unfortunately no longer with us. So it holds a very special spot in my heart, and I still have it to this day in my collection because of that sacred memory I had with my friend. Next is Carnivine doing a Rapid Strike. Again, I appreciate the multi kind of rapid striking attacks. Cute Finneon art. Beautiful Luminion. Adorable little Mantike. Snover looking up at something. And Abomaso featuring You're Not Price. Is your name Price? You're from Johto. No, are you from Johto? You're from Johto. Cyrus's Weavile. I love how they're kind of posing together. Very much intentional. Magnezone, who... I don't know why the magnets are glowing, but it's cool. Like, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense, but it's cool. Licky, which it's funny because of how much its tongue is rolled up. Rhyperior from Darkness Ablaze. I'm not too crazy for a lot of these just full arts where it just shows off the Pokemon with a background, but I like the rainbow background from this one. Tangrowth, it's so weirdly proportioned because it's like stretching in this one, so it's weird. Funny Electivire art with its corresponding Magmortar, both great cards. Togekiss, I love how it's just in the rainbow. It's fun. And then Yanmega Prime. Adorable Leafeon and just a pile of leaves. And Glaceon sitting on a little snowy bench. All the evolutions. Phenomenal cards as well. Gliscor is a card I own. Mamoswine. This feels ripped from the anime. It feels like it popped out of the anime onto my card. And I love how it looks so much. Awesome Modern Full Art. Wally cameo. I don't know what Propass is doing, but it's a cool modern art. Dusknoir, Frostlass peeking through. I love this art. Rotom, and has all of the different gadgets it can go into. Then a nice little Uxie, Mesprit full art, and Alzoth. Then Dialga V, Palkia V. The V-Star cards from Crown Zenith are some of the most beautiful cards, and they go together in such beautiful ways. Battle Radiant Heatran. Regigigas pulling continents like it is said to do in its Pokedex. I love this so much. But then the Giratina coming out of the Distortion World is so sick. Cresselia, nice background. Finneon, nice background. Manaphy, nice background. Darkrai, nice background. But then, Shaman is cute. Then, God himself, Arceus, blessing us with this beautiful artwork, combining all of the V-Stars of these Pokemon, all representing what they are, and Arceus is above them all as the god of Pokemon, and it's so sick. Anyway, Gen 5. Victini, shockingly didn't have any cards that were like that crazy. This one just looks neat with the blue around it. Here's Snivy, a promo which I own, Servine, which I own, and Superior featuring Rosa. Then Tepig Sleeping, obviously my favorite Pokemon, had to, sleeping, adorable. Then Pignite with a family, it's really cute, and Emboar continuing on with the next generation. Cute little Oshawott playing with a shell, Duwash straight vibing, and then Hisuian Samurott with a beautiful Crown Zenith full art. Then this fun little Patrat with two others just chilling. And Watchog. But he's watching alright. The ones that are posed and staring right at you when they're in settings where they could be doing literally anything else always make me laugh. Here's an interesting little Lillipup. I think it's adorable. Herdier, I really love how it's like blowing in the wind, its coat. And then Stoutland with Charon. Purloin, very cute art. Liepard, I love that it's over the city with the moon. Pansage is cute. Simusage, nothing crazy. Pansear is using its own heat from its head to burn berries, which is fun. This is adorable little Simisear V-Star. Panpour is pouring tea from its head. And then Simipour ruins it. Muna and the Moonlight, of course. Musharna, dreaming. I love Peta just on a swing. Something about Peta being just a pigeon is fun. Tranquil, not really doing anything crazy, but it's just a very nice art. And a pheasant, also just in a nice art. Beautiful modern full art. I love the energy around Substrike as it runs. Roggenrola, I love this art style featuring Roggenrola because the shapes really pop. Bulbasaur, just again, nice artwork. This depicts right before you actually enter the league in black and white. Then Gigalith in the caves. Woobat just has nice artwork. Swoobat, I love how you can see it blowing wind from its like nose mouth. It's cool. Jilbert Underground, I think it's really cute. Excadrill featuring clay. Audino with a little egg is really cute as well. Modern Full Art. Girder with just kind of in the construction site where he has other bars. Looks really cool. Then Conkeldurr, just on a field. Why he there? I don't know, but he on a field. Then here's a black-white promo for Temple. It's really cute. Palpitoad, he's just having fun, and I love the lighting on this one. Seismitoad, he looks so devious in this one. The eye, he looks so devious. I can't help but just be like, what the heck is going on? Next is Fro. I appreciate that they're all posing together for some reason. And then Sock, which again looks like a Common Rider reference. Swaddle, so cute. Swalloon, one is sleeping, the other unamused. And Leavine, taking care of a sleeping Swaddle. My god, it's so cute. How can you not love this card? Next is a very fun Venipede. Whirlipede, just being Whirlipede. The Whirlipede cards weren't that crazy. Scolipede, the eye pierces for the art. That yellow eye pierces, goes right to you. Love it so much. The contrast in this one's so high. Cottony is very cute in this one. Whimsicott, I love the balloons around it because it, obviously it floats. Petal, cute art. Beautiful modern full art. I love how you can see different Basculins, but it's just the blue one. I feel like this card would have worked so well if it was... I don't think this was like a Sun and Moon era card, so White doesn't exist. But like, this artwork would have worked perfectly if it had all three of them. Beautiful modern full art. Croc just sitting in front of the Academy for some reason. And then here's a Crocodile card, which I do own. Darumaka just carrying stuff on its head for some reason. Here's a fun one. I'm not too crazy for the rainbow cards like a lot of people are, because I feel like a lot of Pokemon doesn't fit. With how the rainbow worked on this one, it almost looks like a shiny Darmanitan. Because shiny Galarian Darmanitan is like green on it. Yeah. So, yeah, I just appreciate it because the rainbow just looks really well on this one. Just a nice little Maractus. Cute Dwebble. Beautiful modern. Chunky little Scraggy. Scrafty being aggressive. The Sun. Beautiful sight of Sigilif. I love Yawmask surrounded by just these flowers looking at the mask because there's so much connection between Yawmask and its mask, of course. Then Cofagrigus. I love how terrifying it is because it's walking with its hands, which it does in Poke Park 2, I believe, which is like the only time it does. Terrifying. Tortuga, it's a card I own. Caracosta, I love how you can see one of its little fins turn into a fist. It's just, I appreciate when they show off how Pokemon do certain things with their limbs. Argent card I own. Here's just a really nice Archeops. I don't know what S promos are. There's a few of those that I saw, but this was cool. Here's a little Trubbish. I just thought the art was nice. Beautiful modern. Here's N with just the cutest little Zoroark getting pet. Then Hisuian, Zoroark, V-Star. Crown Zenith continues to show off why this set is so beloved. With such a nice art piece. Look at all the line work. Zoroark with its little eye still piercing through, but then you can see the flame. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Cute little Minccino. Chinchino sleeping. Gothita just in a night. I don't know. I like seeing Gothita use its powers and have its power surrounding it. Gothitelle is posing for no reason. I think it's so funny. Solosis from Silver Tempest. I love the bubbles around it and how it feels like it is in a bubble for once. Duosion. Love the lighting, of course. Modern Full Art. I gotta just take a sec to appreciate the fact that they're just in the water chilling. Here's a fun little one. Shiny Ducklet from Shining Fates. Ducklet didn't really have that many interesting cards. So when I saw this one with the little just like, I don't know. It's also shiny, so it just kind of gave it a boost. Swanna, I love seeing them just be swans. Vanilla, cute art. Modern full art. I appreciate them both using attacks together. That's interesting. And Deerling, Sawsbuck, Modern full arts are beautiful. Here's an Imaga full art. Legendary treasures. We got the hearts around it. It's really cute. Carrot Blast just in a tree. Escavalier stabbing towards you with its hand. So cool. Then Fungus, but its mushroom is so large in comparison to its body. Usually it's never drawn like this, so that's why I had to put it. Then here's a Mungus card, which I own. Frillish, I love how it's looking at you, and you can see for other ones in the background as shadows. Battle Styles Jellicent. They're fine. What the heck is happening with this one? Why is it so stretched out? What happened? Alulamola. Here's a cute little Joltik having a stare off with another Joltik. Beautiful Galvantula full art. Ferroseed card that I own. Modern full art. A Clink card that I own. Playing card that I own. I love seeing the gear grinds of Clink together, creating the sparks around it. Dynamo card that I own. Electric card that I own. Electro's got his whole mouth and frame, and it's weird. LGM's really cute in this one. Behemoth's really menacing in this one. I love the little knit together Litwick. It's really cute. Lampet being clay, very cute. And a Chandelure card that I own. Axew's really cute in this one with the pink around it. Fracture's really cool with like almost like comic aesthetic. Haxor's card that I own. Cupchee's really cute. Beartic is just a bear. You never see Beartic be just a bear. Cryogonal with its balls. I don't know what the things are like coming out of its mouth, if it's like a mustache or whatever. They're so elongated in this one. It's cool. Shelmet shooting something. Excelgor doing something. This one's just really aesthetically cool. This is a card I own. I gotta appreciate Mienfoo stretching like that. My god. Beautiful Mienshao full art. Adorable Truddigan sleeping. And then it has a Ace Trainer. Golett punching towards the camera. This feels like an Ultraman Rising reference, where it's doing the Rising sequence. Not Ultraman Rising, the movie. I feel like the Rising never mind. Modern full art. Shiny Pawniard. Really cute. Bisharp looking awesome with this pose. Looking like it's ready to attack and run. Gotta appreciate Bouffalant taking care of some other Pokemon. Rufflet looks like Roadrunner from Looney Tunes in this one. I think that's fun. Beautiful modern. Vullaby. I can't tell if it's sleeping or chilling, but I appreciate it. Mandibuzz, I like the wing spread, and then I can see the light, you know, kind of getting to you. Heatmore, again, the fire, beautiful. Modern full art for Durant, really cool. Deano, but it's like the sunset, it looks so cool. Zweilous, same thing. Hydreigon, it just looks so sick in this one. It just looks so cool. Or Vesta full art. Volcarona with the fire around is really sick. Cobalion looks really cool, standing over everything. Terrakion's interesting because you never see it have like one arm up to punch, but it's weird. Rhydon in Sunset. Tornadus. This one feels so menacing from Plasma Freeze, the plasma symbol in the back, the lightning, of course. Thundurus with more lightning. Reshiram, beautiful card that I own. Zekrom, the first EX that I owned. And then here's a black and white promo for Landorus. I love how he's just in frame. They didn't have to do anything. He's just in frame, but you know. You know. He's menacing. Just look at him. Black Huron card that I own. A Keldeo card that I love how it has the lights around it. Meloetta from Legendary Treasures, also really cute. Genesect, this is 100% a Kamen Rider reference. And Gen 6. We have Chespin happily eating some berries, or puffins. Quilladin had like 3 cards total. I picked the worst of all of them. Just kidding. The best one, because it's the one that shows him the least on model. Chestnut, who is so mad. I don't know why he's mad, but he's so mad. Fennekin, which is just chillin'. Breaks in with Serena cameo. And then Delafox. I love the blue with like the pink around it. It really goes with Delafox's whole mage thing for some reason. This one just really vibes with me. Froakie just chillin'. Frogadier just chillin'. Ash, Greninja. I'm just a sucker for the XY anime. I see Ash Greninja, I'm like, yes. Depressed Bunnelby is one of my favorite cards as well, from Obsidian Flames, a much more recent set. But the fact he's so unamused, so funny. Then Diggersby, it's more so the mood with the background for me, but now we have Fletchling playing with a little girl, giving her flowers. I just think it's cute. Fletchinder, beautiful, modern full art. Talonflame, Again, fire effects are so good on these Pokemon cards. Scatterbug's really cute with a little leaf on it. Spewpa's eyes just are not... this one just looks funny to me. Beautiful modern full art. I've always really loved this one of Leo just sitting like a little lion. Just cute. Pyroar, comic book style roaring, really sick. Flabebe using its, not actually riding its flower, but using it as a little umbrella, I think is really cute. Speaking of Floette with all the other ones, I think is really sick. And then Floor just sitting down is one of the weirdest things I think I've ever seen. Skiddo's really cute, all hunched up like this. Go-Go on the beach with the lighting, beautiful. Pancham, Kung Fu Panda reference, I'm pretty sure. Pangoro charging up a punch, and I'm pretty sure he, instead of actually giving any energy, that's just his fist, and that is the moon in the back, which is sick. Furfurl looks decent. Esper's so cute. I love how it's just playing dress up and the Pokemon just sitting there so politely. Then two Meowstics cuddling like cats. Honedge as a sword in the ground is really sick. Doublade, I love the art of the metal shine off their swords, and their scabbards are so pointed. Aegislash, beautiful modern full art. Spritzy, this one's just cute. Aromatisse is giving the look that I hate, so it's my favorite card. I like Swirlix surrounded by treats, it's fun. Slurpuff with Swirlix, it's just fun. This one's really cheating. Inkay is surrounded by other Pokemon that I like. Then Malamar, with the one person from Team Flare that you probably pseudo-remember, and it's not Lysander. Binacle sleeping, Barbaracle ready to attack, and then a cute little Skrelp diving for the water. The water looks so good in so many of these cards, this one no exception. Trigalgy, also in water, looks really sick. Beautiful modern. I love Clawwitzer's Claw in this one, how it's clearly ready to snap. Helioptile fully charging up, fully yellow, it's really cool. Same thing with this Heliolisk. I love how Tyrant is so unamused. The one interesting Tyrantrum card. The one interesting Amora card. Aurorus with, you know, the Aurora around it. Adorable Sylveon card from Generations playing with an Eevee. I love it. Hawlucha, Kamen Rider. Dedenne squished up to the card itself, clearly trying to cuddle with you. And yes, you can. Carbink having a gem spiral around it for an attack is interesting, and I don't think you see this anywhere else, not even in the anime, so I do like it in here. Gumi's really cute in this one. Slig is really happy in this one. And I love how Gudra is just trying to chill, and it's like, please leave me alone. Klefki forming a heart with its ring is really fun. This Phantom art is so nice. It's so nice. I love this art. This Trevenant one with all the purple kind of invading the green of the grass card. Oh, it's so nice. Punkaboo in the Moonlight. Beautiful Goryei's card. Featuring other Pokemon that are kind of like scary. Then a Bergmite featuring some Legends Arceus settings. And Avila carrying Bergmites. Noibat sitting happily in a cave eating berries. And a beautiful Noivern going for the sky. This definitely gives Batman vibes. A fun little shiny Xerneas. And then Yveltal with Xerneas. Again, kind of cheating, but it looks nice. Zygarde 100% form is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. So I love seeing it posed ready to fight. Beautiful modern Diancie. Awesome modern Hoopa. The only appearance of Shiny Volcanion, fun fact. Yep, as a Pokemon that came out, you know, Shining Legends debuted it. This is like the only official appearance of Shining or a Shiny Volcanion, as you've never been able to obtain it in the main series. Rowlet sitting in a tree is fun. Dartrix is posed, and I gotta love the audacity he has. Then Decidueye getting ready to snipe through the trees like an assassin almost is awesome. Littens, just being cats. Torracat. This definitely gives anime vibes, which is why I picked it. Then, this card's so funny to me. Incineroar, but just out. Next we have an adorable little Popplio splashing around in a Sun and Moon promo. Brionne, which only has like 6 cards. I'm surprised, like, you could really tell who of these Pokemon they like the most, because the Incineroar line, so many more Pokemon cards. Anyway, here's just a cool Primarina using its voice power. Cool little Pikipek flying. Trumbeak charging up something. And then a really nice Toucan art. Young Goose from Ash vs. Team Rocket, a set not many people talk about. This one had a fun little Young Goose. I just like that one of its fangs has a shine to it. And then Gumshoe standing like it's better than you. Just fun. I love the sunsets. Modern Full Art. Vikavolt charging energy. Crab Brawler. Charging a Punch, Crabominable, just hit frame. Beautiful Modern, Beautiful Modern, Beautiful Modern with Lily, Beautiful Modern with Professor Kukui, Beautiful Modern with Lana. Here's James cameoing. I like Toxapex, just the water just looks so nice, like splashing off Toxapex. Mudbray playing in the mud's cute. Mudsdale Modern. This Dewpider one, the Dewpiders don't have anything too interesting. Neither do Arachnoid. Fomantis is kind of cute. Again, this is one of those cases where I think the rainbow works really well, where the pink ends up on Lurantis, so I just think it looks nice. Morlo from Detective Pikachu. It looks so good in Detective Pikachu, so I really love that it got a card. Shiinotic Modern Full Art. Again, fire on the fire cards. It looks so good. The hand. The hand is just so weird to me that I had to mention it. Stuffle's adorable. Beware is menacing. Bouncy's adorable. Steenie's cute. Sarina with the kick is just, it's powerful, you know? Like, I just love the effect they put on it. Beautiful Modern. Beautiful Modern. I like that Passimian's trying to keep the little Sobble safe. Beautiful Modern. Beautiful Modern. Beautiful Modern. Beautiful Modern. I don't know what Pyukumuku's doing, but it's something. Type Null in the Moon. Gotta love it. Savalli featuring Gladion. Beautiful Modern. I like Komala's completely snuggled up with its little log. Again, fire effects. Just looks so good with Turtonator. Togedemaru trying to cut off Pikachu, of course. It's really fun. Mimikyu with Ace Rolla trying to sleep on it is really fun. Bruxish, one of those Pokemon everyone forgets about or hates. The fact that it has teeth is weird. Amazing artwork for Grandpa. Awesome Delmise art. Jangmo playing with its tail is really cute. Hakamo getting ready to punch. It just, I don't know, kind of cool. Como uppercutting. I had a Como when I played Ultra Moon, and I had Sky Uppercut on that and used it for like everything. So having just the uppercutting, clearly fighting based thing as it has Ultra Uppercut GX, yeah, I like it. Beautiful full art. This one, I really love the pink and gold contrast. I think it looks really nice. Beautiful Modern. Beautiful Modern. I love Cosmog and Lily. It's really cute. Another one, and another one. Beautiful artwork from Celebrations with the entire line and Lily. Then we have this beautiful shiny Nihilego from Hidden Fates. This one, I just really like the shiny. Buzzwole jumping out of an explosion. I don't know what's happening, but it's awesome. Shiny Pheromosa, which looks like it has tights, and I think that's funny. Also, I just like that it's posed. Xurkitree, I like how it kind of looks like it's coming out of the Ultra Warp holes. Same thing with Celesteela. Kartana's posed. Guzzlord's posed. Ultra Necrozma is like the one Pokemon the Rainbow works with because it's trying to eat light and stuff. This is adorable little artwork of Magearna. Marshadow poking out of a Pikachu shadow and just whispering, just like, be quiet, please. I don't know, it's fun. Poipole doing something. Poipole didn't really have that many cards that were interesting. Same thing with Naganadel. Sagataka looks nice in this one, I won't lie. Blacephalon happily jumping out of Explosion. Again, same thing with Buzzwole, it's just fun. Adorable little artwork of a ton of electric Pokemon cuddling up to the giant VMAX card of Zeraora. It's so fun. Meltan happily seeing sparks. I don't know why. Awesome shiny, or awesome Melmetal that looks shiny. Then Grookey beating that poor tree stump. Powerful guy. Again, Thwacky doing the same thing. Rillaboom, I like how he just looks like a gorilla in this one. And the shiny looks really good in this card. This Scorbunny's pose is really cute. Raboot Modern Full Art looks awesome. I just really love Gigantamax Cinderace, so this card's fun. The idea of Sobble sitting underwater and it's just trying to hold back its tears because it's trying to like meditate and do that. It's just really fun. I really love Drizzile charging up this ball of water. Not even like aiming its finger, just charging. Then Inteleon having to be that guy, posing through the water, getting ready to shoot. That freaking Squovit. Look at this dude. He's chunky. Oh my god. This is one of those cards that I'm like, if it wasn't a common, so many people would want it. But it's just a common. But like, god damn. Gradient kicking its feet around food is the most relatable card to me. Beautiful Modern Full Art. I love the background of like the night sky fading from like the morning. Oh. I love seeing the taxi cameo in this full art. Blipbug just chilling in what looks to be apples is nice. Awesome full art. Bugsy getting sucked up by Gigantamax Orbeetle is awesome. Naked looks really mischievous in this one. Love this artwork from Karen Zenith. Gossifleur shiny, it's just really nice. I can't tell if Eldegoss is chilling or sleeping, but again, I just appreciate it. Wooloo with Hop, always appreciate. I just like Shiny Double. Shooto has such a big head in this one. It's fun. Nessa cameo. Yamper just wants to play. Let him play, please. Sonya reference. Roly-Coly being next to like a minecart is just such a cute little touch. Same thing with this one where Carkol is the minecart and he's going at it. Then Colossal. Flames coming from its mouth. Rocks falling off it. God, it's so cool. Here's an Applin tree. That's really fun. Flapple featuring Milo. I love just the shocked face of Appleton. Sunset. Here's a Team Yell cameo from a sleeping Sandaconda. Then this awesome Cramorant art. Love this artwork so much. It looks so beautiful. Next, an Aracuda just jumping for the water. Not bad. Barrascuda. Something about its face just looks so long and wrong. I like how Toxel just is a baby in this one, trying to play with toys. Light Toxtricity. Back during the 25th anniversary, some modern Pokemon from, Sword Shield era were given classic styled cards, and I think all of them are my favorite just on that premise alone. Here's one of them. Sizzlipede is just posed so weird, I can't help but laugh. Kabu reference. Modern Full Art. Shiny. I like that he's surrounded by actual teacups. This one where he's popping out is cool. Hatenna's really cute. Hatchrim's really cute. I don't know what Hatterene's doing, but it's weird. Impidimp scaring a substitute's fun. Morgrem posing like that's awesome. And then this Grimmsnarl. I love Gigantamax Grimmsnarl as well, so this one was an easy pick. Obstagoon looks awesome in this one. Berserker, really cute. Cursula, poor guy. I don't know what's happening, but I just want to hug it. Surfetch, this card I own. Mr. Rhyme. I like that he's just chilling. Ruin Regus looks so menacing in this art. Shiny Millstreet looks soulless, and I think it's funny. Beautiful Modern. I like the Phalanx all grouped together. They're not in formation. They're just all scared for something. Then a Pincurchin, just chilling. Beautiful Snom art. Oh my god, I love this. Here's this beautiful Modern Full Art featuring Melanie. Stone Journer crossing its legs is always something that I think looks funny. Ice Cube riding another Ice Cube is just funny. Indeedee pouring someone a cup of tea like a little butler. Marnie feeding her little Morpeko is just adorable. I just think this one's impressive because Q-Fan is like holding up a giant boulder. And then this one, I just thought it looked interesting. Copperajah didn't have anything too interesting to me. Dragonbolt Shiny is awesome. Arctozolt's Lightning was just interesting, I guess. Nothing too crazy with this Pokemon. Dracovish Shiny's cool though. Arctovish just looked weird in this one. Raihan cameo. Dreepy art. Oh, so beautiful. Dracloak, I love the Sleepy Dreepy. And then Prime Dragapult. Well, I'm not really a fan of the gold cards. I can't help but admit that Zacian and Zamazenta just fit so well with this, with their royalness. Same thing with Eternamax, Eternatus. This Pokemon looks so sick with this card. Cupfu only has one card. Easy pick. Urshifu getting ready to chuck this massive boulder is so sick. Zarude meditating just fits for some reason to me. Regieleki with its arm just fully untangled, looking like it's ready to fight. I think this card looks awesome. Then I appreciate Regidrago. You can still get a good view of its face, but you can also see it forming the dragon head. Glacier only has this card. Spectre only has this card. Calyrex, while featuring both the horses, even though they both have one card, has this awesome artwork where it's riding whatever that horse was. I just said what its name is, Spectre. Weirdeer featuring, Trainer. Cleavor featuring Trainer. I don't remember their names. Blood Moon Ursaluna looks so sick in this full art. Hisuian Basculation did not get as many cards as I expected. This one is probably just like the coolest one. I love seeing two little Hisuian Sneasels playing and then Sneasler climbing the side of the mountain is awesome. Overqwil, again, surprised to get as many cards. I appreciate the attention to detail of having poison seeping from it as it's through the water. Such a nice attention to detail. This Enamorous card is awesome. I just appreciate seeing Liko. Modern Full Art. Gold Modern Full Art, I think just works well with Meowscarada's pose. Modern Full Art. I like Crocodile in the Sunset. Modern Full Art. And yes, I think you can all see where this is going. There's going to be just a lot of Modern Full Art from the Scarlet Violet sets. This set of the Quaxly, Quaxwell, Quaquaval all looking in the mirror. It's so pompous. I love it. Lechonk playing the mud's cute. Appreciate the shiny. Awesome full art. Awesome full art. Nimble jumping's cool. Rider kick. The shiny Pommy mixed with all the others sleeping is awesome. Pomo's cute, getting all of its electricity. This one's sleeping, so it's awesome. I like one Tandem Mouse, which is chilling. The other one screaming for its life. Mousehold's doing the execute pose from way earlier where they're all just sitting together. It's adorable. Awesome full art. Awesome full art. Setting. Awesome full art. This one, it's weird seeing Arbolivia have an arm crossed over because I feel like every single time you see it, it always has its arms out in like the same pose, so this was interesting to me. Awesome full art. I love Squawkabilly's just personality in this one. Awesome full art. This one feels like it's from Minecraft. I can't help but laugh. I like seeing the rocks blast out of its hand. It's charging a Kamehameha. Come on. Awesome full art. Beautiful full art. I think he's just sleeping or chilling. Again, appreciate it. Iona mentioned Wattrel swimming for some reason. Kill Wattrel, Iona. I love the little Mastiff. Like, he's trying to not be a gremlin, but he is. Adorable artwork of Mbasha Arvin. Strudel drawing with its tongue. Yeah, sure. Beautiful full art. Beautiful full art. I appreciate the smile he has. Beautiful full art. Beautiful full art. Beautiful full art. Capskid running in the sunset together. Beautiful full art. Reller's too close. And it's funny. I really love seeing the colors pop on this one with the energy going around it. Fiddle's little legs is just cute. Beautiful full art. Beautiful full art. Beautiful full art. Beautiful full art. I don't know what's happening, but it's cool. Beautiful full art. Love the lighting they did for this bumper card. Finison jumping into the water is really cute. Love me some JoJo. Beautiful full art. Beautiful full art. Beautiful full art. Beautiful full art. I like seeing it in the caves, because that's where you find it, of course. Glamora didn't have anything too interesting, so I just picked just this full view of it. Beautiful full art. Houndstone of the Night, of course. Beautiful full art. Citadel happily sitting. Beautiful full art. Veluza. Vaulting. This is the only card where Veluza's attempting to vault. Beautiful full art. Taskier's doing the rock face. Annihilate punching. Awesome. Clodsire, just not a thought behind those eyes. I love it. Beautiful full art. 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 Surprisingly not a full art, but it's just beautiful. Take a guess what this one is. It's beautiful full art. I love how he's standing on the rocks trying to look cool, but it's a Frigibax. Beautiful full art. 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 Beautiful gold card. Beautiful full art. 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 Wait a minute, you're not full art. Just beautiful. You're beautiful full art though. Beautiful full art. Beautiful full art. Beautiful full art. And beautiful full art. So what are we looking at? An hour? 2 hours? I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm trying to make it as short as possible for you guys, because I don't want to have you just sit and listen to me ramble about just, this is a pretty card. But if you made it this far, I want to thank you all so much for watching. It was so interesting looking at all the cards, of course, and there's so many sets, and you don't realize how varied they are, what's exclusive to certain regions, changes that Pokemon have gone through over the years, just how like the types work with the cards and how that really affects the artwork, just the improvement of the artwork over the years. It's so interesting to look at, and I really want to just praise the artist. I would love to do a video one day where I just kind of go over all the Pokemon card artists. If people are interested in that, I'd love to like do that for a video. But let me know in the comments your favorite Pokemon card, Pokemon set. I personally want to say Crown Zenith. That set, those full arts were beautiful. So I think hands down Crown Zenith wins for me. But Versus is up there from Japan. That one was also a phenomenal set. That's it for today. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Again, had a blast making, and I hope you all sat through this far. But yeah, wish you all a lovely day.